Alright, welcome in everybody. Welcome in. By the way, I see that you're logged into Warframe. Are you doing anything specific? I
Yes.
know Barrow is here.
I'm checking out Barrow while I'm here, but I have nothing in mind.
Well, I gotta do stupid grindy shit if you want to do stupid grindy shit.
Oh yeah. There is not much. There's a Tiburon skin though.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't end up getting anything. I'm gonna help sometime this she's at work right now, but Pixie is one level away from getting got for Prime, and she's only like 9,000 points away from her next level, which will allow her to purchase
Ooh,
the Godfa Prime.
hell yeah. I was thinking about this domestic drone, but 800 tickets for it? No thanks.
And you get all the stuff out of the market for 1 credits and all of that shit. And you get the 3 pink floofs that were in the alerts.
At all. Probably not. But I think if it's the Halloween stuff from before, I have it already, so.
Well, there's also the cancer thing going on.
Oh yeah, there's that stuff too.
Yeah, so the 3 pink floofs that I have on my screen right now,
Oh yeah, those ones.
yeah, you get those from the alerts.
Cool. Yeah, I'll do them sometime. Right,
And I
whenever you
finally
want
got
to
my
invite me.
stalker bobblehead.
Hey. But whenever you want to send me an invite, good sir.
Shall we?
Oh man, so fucking exhausted.
Huh?
I'm exhausted, but I'm an exhausted that you can't go to sleep with, you know?
Ah,
One of
body is
those.
exhausted, but mind won't shut up.
Yep, you get it. By the way, I hit Mastery Rank 20 yesterday after
Yeah, that's what
stream.
you were saying.
Pretty fucking stoked about that.
Hell yeah.
10 more levels and I can give blessings to the clan.
I have been mostly just playing Total War Warhammer and trying out factions I don't normally try out.
I'm guessing orcs and lizardmen?
No, I've actually played them a whole amount. I played Zinch to figure out how they worked. Played Kislev to see how their new faction stuff worked because they had a pretty big beta like a couple months, and just like kind of see what all the new magic items and changes are on every faction. Just kind of test playing them. It's like, how do I play this faction? I don't really know how to play them too. Oh, that's cool. Like playing Kislev felt really good now, and playing Slanesh felt honestly really interesting. So
I'm not gonna lie. You ever play? I know you haven't, never mind. You won't get the reference, so.
what game?
So, well, how long are you gonna be on? Because I can explain.
For a little while.
Okay.
Vile, putrid.
So,
Thing is responsible for biological
hold on.
functions
Or just
of
won't
the
shut the
water.
fuck up.
A strange design. Why would I be built with such a flaw?
Okay. So, there's a Total War game called Empire.
Oh yeah, I know Total War Empire.
Okay, have you played it?
I haven't played it, but I've seen gameplay on it.
Okay. So, go. The trick to that game is if you were to get once you get to the point where you can unlock line infantry, if you were to build an entire army with nothing but live infantry and 2 cannons, doesn't matter what fucking cannons, any 2 cannons of your choosing, you can literally beat anything in the entire game.
Damn.
Yep, that's all you need. And the cannon is literally just so that you don't have to wait for sieging settlements.
That sounds about right.
I'm the player that I figure things like that out about factions and then play them that way.
Yeah, mine was more just figuring out how what's the way the game kind of wanted you to play Slaanesh and all that sort of thing. So, as well as like figuring out I had a thought. Oh, I was trying out the other game modes. Because there's like a whole survival mode and like all that sort of thing for battles, different like little interactions, like different scenarios you can do. So it was super cool. Did like a whole survival thing in the morning, and it was honestly super fun. So what are we doing?
Demos.
Okay.
Unless there's something else in specific you would like to do.
I don't even. That's what I'm trying to. Because I assume we're gonna be there for.
I mean, we can be. Oh, I got ribbons for you.
Oh yeah.
If you want them. Or I can continue to hoard them and collect them for you.
Meh, we'll figure it out. Just trying to figure out who the hell. It's been a hot minute.
Excellent armaments, operator. Please return covered in blood. Safe and sound.
Oh yeah, I saw the stuff for the new stuff for Oberon.
Yeah, Oberon actually looks like he's gonna be fun as fuck to play now.
Yup.
I'm especially a big fan of the fact that his ability is no longer cone shaped. It's now 360 degrees.
Yeah, just read now. It's just how far it reads out.
Yep. I'm glad I have an Oberon sitting in my arsenal already.
That's why I have this Oberon Prime that's like basically done, and then I looked at the build of like
Wait,
basically just looked at like what they had and was like, oh, okay.
You have a... There's an Oberon Prime already? I haven't paid attention. I only have the regular one.
I have a build. I've had him maxed out for like forever.
Oh.
Like this is a full out. I just shared the build with you, but this is like a full out build I have currently.
Ah, he's vaulted, that's why.
Yeah. I have so many primes though that I just never really touched them, and now that I see the new Oberon one, I'm like, I'm real glad I don't actually have to touch my build once the new update comes out. The build is actually for what it do already. Alright. What are we doing? What's up?
Now. I was gonna ask a question about the build, but when I looked at more information in your build, I was like, oh, it makes sense.
Which specific part were you wondering?
Why you're only running 2 of the 3 Umbra mods instead of the third one, and then I saw that he's actually higher in shields than he is armor, so it makes sense.
Oh yeah, like you want the as much as armor would be nice at the same time. It doesn't really matter. It's just I want the extra intensify and the vitality because I just want health and strength.
Yeah.
Because that's all it cares about, especially if the heals. So you're just like, all right, I'm gonna heal myself a crap ton. So, and you already get a huge armor buff from your third. Doesn't really matter. I think it gives me like almost 600 armor just by capping the ability.
All right, so Pixie says she's lurking. Edward and Joy. Hi, Butler. Hi, Pixie and Butler. Scareborne, I see you. Hey, Ed. Hey, Ed.
Hello.
I will be on in an hour. I'm in the backyard right now. Very nice. All right, at Scareborne, what are you going to school me on so that my bloodlust can increase? Honestly, probably nothing right now. I'm just gonna do the bounties because I will demonstrate.
They want to
ahead.
get schooled on something.
Bloodlust on my ways of killing.
Oh.
For the immortal Orkin.
It's like, are you like intentionally trying to get angry? Is this person trying to get intentionally angry or what?
Oh, it's Bouncer. Edward
Ah,
Thompson.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I just need stupid levels of fucking mother tokens. You pick the bounty you think you're comfortable with doing.
Do whatever.
There is so much to be done here on Deimos.
Well, I mean, let's just
There's a
fucking do
guy
that then.
here.
Was not afraid.
There's a guy here named the Tootster, and he's part of the Poopy Duty Squad.
I see that. And they're running Valkyr.
What a name! What?
That was certainly a choice.
That person made a legal, conscious decision to have both of those.
Yep. Oh, did you see Diddy just got sentenced to 4 years and 2 months in prison?
I did not, because I do not follow celebrities.
Oh, I don't either. It's just all over my fucking newsfeed.
Oh. I mean, I probably would have heard it when I go to work later on, so
Oh,
I just don't pay attention.
did you get the update with Microsoft?
Unsurprisingly,
Which
one of
thing?
our only guests,
Xbox?
stranded corpus agent Latrox Un, has run into difficulties amid the Grey Storm. Latrox is
You have to be more
useful at times.
specific.
Kindly see if you can help him at all.
Okay, so Xbox announced that they're going to take their $19.99 subscription. Actually, yeah, it was $19.99, I think. Whatever their Game Pass Ultimate price was. And they were going to almost double it to $30 a month. And in exchange, we get access to Ubisoft Plus, and you get 1440p cloud streaming capability with Game Pass games. Yep. And the consumer's response was so universal that it crashed their website from being overloaded with how many people were going to it to cancel their subscriptions.
Huh.
Yep. Microsoft has yet to respond, of course. But yeah, it crashed their website because so many people were trying to cancel their subscriptions after that was announced.
Sounds about right. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
It reminds me of the oh, what was it? I can't Whatever, I'll remember it later. Do I want to... Why do I have this on this? Sorry, I'm just looking at like what I have on this build and why it's on. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to. I got some augments for Nidus that I wanted to try out, but apparently you can't have one of his augments and a vitality at the same time. Interesting.
Hello? Anyone? This is Corpus Representative Latrox Oon.
I believe these are 40 to 60.
And my locator
Okay.
is
I'm going to do Conzo for now then. Do you not have access to Demos?
help.
Because that's where the event is.
Locate me. I was near Purifier before I got chased off. I don't know.
When it's got juice, it upsets the plants, and they stick their tongues out to taste what's different. Power it up, you'll see.
I do want to try a build with the other ability though.
Okay.
Oh.
If Mr. Scratchikins pays us a visit,
Go.
stays too long, the purifier's gonna stop working.
The one time I didn't bring a speed frame. I do like how on this team you are not allowed to have shield under any circumstance.
Actually, bet.
You're killing everything too fast. I'm trying to get stacks.
Now you got Overguard instead. How's that?
Wait, no, that's bad. I don't want that at all.
Oh. Well, shit.
I want my health to be damaged. That's the problem.
Oh. Yeah, that is a problem. Because I totally just pulled out,
Hey, yo, hit me, please.
Dante as a Spectre.
No! Well, I'm not getting any energy anymore. This sucks.
My bad. I didn't know that I don't know anything about Nidus.
So I have my build where I use my health as a resource, so I have Hunter Adrenaline, so when I take damage, I get energy back. So that's my main way of getting my energy back, though.
Ah.
Because other than that, my efficiency's at 45%. So I like burn through energy.
But yeah, having Dante as a fucking Spectre has been amazing.
Oh, yeah,
Other
it's
than-
really good.
Yeah.
To be fair, this is like this build for that. I have another way to get energy, which I'm doing right now, so not that bad. It's just like, oh no, all this stuff where I actually want to take damage.
Yeah, and he's got the Excelsior Prime and the Kuva Nucor as his
That's
weapons.
funny.
Perhaps if you bait out the prime infested in the area and kill it, you might.
I suggest eliminating infested in the vicinity to secure
Mm.
This one's an adult. When the Pharaoh-Predicite goes to sleep, so do all its little parasites. Oh.
Who are you talking to, son?
There was an injured animal I snatched up on the way through.
Oh. He's like, oh no, there's an injured animal. I'm like, who? Like where?
Yeah, I happened to see them near where we were, so I grabbed them. Wait, is that a bone widow?
It might
No
be.
way. That looks like a bone widow. It is a bone widow. Okay.
Yeah, it's a
So
widow.
I've never got to use a
Yeah.
bone widow before.
It's my mech of choice. So your second ability is what is your shield. So that's what pulls up the shield and will block damage. When you activate it for the first few seconds, it'll absorb all the damage and have it as a shield. Your third ability is like a 180 degree, was it 180 degree in front of you kind of cone that'll bring them enemies all together and lift them up. Your fourth ability is obviously Big Sword. And your first ability is when you activate it, you'll rush forward and like deploy a hook. And if you hit an enemy with it that doesn't have overguard, you'll pick them up and start basically eating away at their health as like to regenerate your own health. So you're very tanky. You don't have as much damage as like the Void Rig, but you're very tanky.
All right, I'm putting this down.
The main event has arrived. Here's your chance.
There we
Kill
go.
the target.
Where are you? Yeah.
Confirmed
Oh.
the target is down. Deimos just fractionally improved its odds of survival.
You exterminated both the alpha specimen and its mother? Most impressive.
Oh, I thought he was going to get mad at us.
Is the next step by any
Killed the alpha and its mother? Unbelievable. Like, my guy, it was him or us. What did you want?
I think you maybe stumbled on some sort of nest. There's a
Meow.
You keep this part locked down for a minute.
Meow.
Okay, Chip?
Hey,
Infested appear to see this as a
where are
territorial
you at?
dispute.
Yoink.
They are not
There you
backing
are.
down.
I give the tendril.
So Papa, so close.
Oh god. The fact they spawn up here feels cheating.
Yep.
You have eliminated more than half of them. Keep it up.
How did that... What ground are you erupting out of up there? Like, how did you get up there?
Yeah, that's Papa. How is this Corpus dude surprised by this? Like,
Area secure.
Warframes on a regular basis just rip through Corpus shit all the time. How is he shocked that we can just kill bugs?
To be fair, I'm pretty sure Corpus don't know anything besides like, ooh, money.
Okay, valid.
Infested activity spiking. They will be upon you soon. Area
First
clear.
one's down.
We should look. I have detected a hive nearby. Shoot to destroy it. Infested activity spiking. They will be upon you soon.
Oh, I lost my overguard finally.
Don't worry, he'll give it back to you.
No, wait, please, no! I don't want it anymore. Please, sir.
They're all tuckered out.
Third
Let's go
one.
find some more playmates. Oh, look.
Alright.
There's a hive. Nuke it. Okay, now that they're good and mad, hope you're ready.
Well, that guy went flying.
That's the lot. You dealt with the Scratchakins double quick.
Well, if I'd had you around,
One more.
I never would have gotten into
We've gotten a lot of Aya.
Yeah.
Tenno. I think
I don't think it's really given us anything but that.
you made it. Oh, I could kiss those scary metal feet of yours. There you
Please don't. Please never say that again.
look.
Like, I'll pay you. How much do you want? I know your
Well,
corpus are all about money.
Well, we know what his kink is.
Whoa. TMI, bro.
Collect some samples. Just a few, and then we're gone. I swear.
You swear, huh? And I'm supposed to believe Corpus at their word? Right.
Think we can get a few more?
Look, at least, look. Most of them are normal. This guy's the weirdo. That's why he's here.
Valid.
Okay, that's cool. Can you spawn more enemies? That man went to the moon. He's gone.
One more sample. Above us.
That should do it.
No.
Hand the samples over to me, please. Fantastic. I'm starting the data upload. This always draws infected, so keep me safe if you wouldn't mind. Done and done. Every sample upload.
And that should be it.
Science.
Exciting gameplay.
Huzzah.
Congratulations, Tenno.
Alright, we get it. You wanted to give us Aya. I get it. Please
The
stop.
data he just sent, for example, is
Hot damn.
acceptable.
Like, Like, how much did we get? We got 5 out of all the rewards we got. Jeez.
Nautilus Prime with almost 12,000 overguard over there.
That guy right there, he's winning. That's what's happening.
If only Sony would do the same. They're so busy pumping up Ghost of Yoti gameplay looks good, but the storyline is garbage. You do realize it is the #1 selling video game in the world right now, right? Like that's the quality of that game. Is that it is the #1 undisputed selling video game of the entire fucking world. The human race as a whole is in support of this game.
Oh yeah, for good reason. To be fair though, that's not speaking volumes to that game specifically, but to what they did with the game before. So.
Okay. But I haven't heard anything bad about this one, other than the stupid fucking whiny pieces of shit out there that are going, oh, well, they're playing a girl. It's like, and? Is the game good? Is the mechanics good? Is it a pretty game to look at? Does it glitch all the fucking time? Does it have bugs everywhere? Is it blatantly hateful towards majority groups of people? No, none of those bad things? Oh, well, then it must be a good game. Compared to any modern game that's been released in the last 5 years.
That's true. I'm waiting to suspend my disbelief until I actually play it. Because again, I played the first one and absolutely fucking loved that game. So it's like any person who's like, this game's garbage, I'm gonna wait till I play it myself.
You do know what that is, right?
But there are definitely people who are like, this isn't as good as the first one. It's like, it doesn't have to be. It's its own standalone thing. It's in the same quote unquote universe, but who cares? It's not meant to be a sequel. It's just meant to be another thing.
It's not a sequel.
It's not a sequel. It doesn't. I don't think it touches on anything. Basically, Ghost of Tsushima is based in Tsushima. Ghost of Yotai is based in Yotai. So it's actually 2 different completely islands.
And they're 200 years apart, correct?
I think so. There's nothing similar about them. There's not a.
Then there's no carryover, no Easter eggs, no references, no nothing.
There might be, but again, the first one is more. It is very clear on what it was meant to be. This one plays more with what is already there instead of having an external force. Because that one was hey, there's Mongolians. So there was an external force on an internal force. This one is an internal force on another internal force. This is the people that were already there.
So this is what, samurai transition period, correct?
I'm not too sure on the specifics for it. I haven't I haven't played it yet. I still definitely though, but I'm waiting till next paycheck probably. But it looks super cool. It feels less
I know that I have not heard a legitimate complaint about the game. I have heard superficial political whining. I have not heard an actual complaint.
My only possible that I could see a problem with, in terms of actual story or gameplay or whatnot, is the first one was so good, so it set the bar so high, and I think that's also where some people are coming from. It's this is how are they going to match this? One, it doesn't have to, because they're 2 different they're 2 different games. They follow two different storylines, two different characters. They follow different ways of handling the problems with it. Like,
And there's legit like no like reference
again,
to the
there
preview.
might be to it, but I think that's kind of the whole point, is it's not meant to be a sequel. It's meant to be like in the same kind of like area and like that sort of thing. But it's not meant to be. So basically, do you want me to give you like a kind of like what I've understood so far?
Sure.
So the first one is like it is Mongolians invading Tsushima. Like you play a samurai who goes up against the Mongols. So it is like an external army is coming to fight you.
And this is the
But-
time period where the hurricanes or tsunamis or whatever the fuck it was ended up wiping out the Mongol fleet like multiple times, right?
Basically, the way that this is I believe. So Tsushima is a real place. This was a hypothetical, basically. This was basically this is after, what is it? Genghis Khan, basically. Not his son, but his son's son.
His grandson.
So his grandson. Basically led the second attack on Japan and was planning to use Tsushima as the staging ground, basically.
It's a good point. Okay.
So, like, they invaded Tsushima, which is a smaller island, to basically have as a holding ground to have access to, like, the main Japan island. And so that's what the entire story is you stopping a Mongol invasion. And by the end, like, knowing that you do everything, you're gonna probably win. But that's what made the story so interesting, and the story itself was very straightforward. Like, again, it's an external force on an internal. That's what it is.
Go and cause trouble.
Like, and end of the day, oh no, they're invading us. We gotta defend ourselves. Ghosts of Yotai, though, from what I've seen from like trailers and that sort of thing, I haven't seen any, like an explanation video or anything like that. But it seems like there is a group of like corrupt, powerful beings who have. Hold on, let's just look this up. Because it's definitely different. It's not an external force.
My son will no doubt complain to you. He thinks I was too strict with him.
Yeah, it's so after Tsushima, the first game, it's 329 years after that. And basically the character's main thing is that this is a revenge story against a collective of what are known as the Yotai Six, which are a group of basically a corrupted group of samurai. Like,
is
these
she
are
from Yotai or is she from the mountain portions of Japan?
She's from Yotai. She is like, this is set in Mount Yotai in the Etso.
So it's one of the mountainous, but it is a mountainous region, correct?
Yes.
And she has stealth killing capabilities. That's probably what she relies on, correct?
She is a wandering mercenary. She is not a samurai.
Samurais weren't a thing in mountainous territories. That was where the origins of ninjas and geisha came from, and that was, and what they were is not what modern people perceive them as. They were just simply peasantry that were guerrilla fighters and really fucking good at being guerrilla fighters because they knew the terrain better than anybody else.
Yeah, and that's what she is. Like, she's not a samurai.
So what you're saying is they actually made it a historically inspired and relatively historically accurate setting.
For context,
and circumstances.
When Ghost of Tsushima came out, the main producers of that game, Tsushima, like the island and its collective people and its government, recognized the producers and basically gave them like honorary to do whatever they want on the island. That is how well they portrayed Tsushima.
Because, like, so far, like, I am not hearing a single thing wrong with it. Even from your explanations is just making it sound like anybody who knows anything about the history of that country would just go, this is fucking fire.
Yeah. Like, again, like, when the first one came out, on, like, an actual, like, political level, the producers for that game were recognized as, like, basically sovereigns, like, basically of Tsushima in a way. Like, honorary one, basically.
I was saying it ain't careful
that's
story,
how
the
well they
scenery is beautiful, is what I'm saying. I watched gameplay content, so I have opinions. Also, I've read both sides of the comments on the game. I wasn't feeling the voice actress storytelling in the game. Is the voice actress Japanese and that's her second language is English and then she's narrating in? Because if that's the case, like, that still sounds pretty damn accurate to me. Sounds like if you switch it over to Japanese.
As someone who is it, if it works the same way as Tsushima, you can have it in Japanese dub with English subtitles. And I played the first game like that. Oh, it was.
I mean,
and I've seen.
It sounds like it's a fire game. Again, the only things that I have ever heard negative about this game was a bunch of fucking people whining because the protagonist was female.
You want to know what the So I don't know how they have it in the first game. Oh, so they did bring this back. So, do you want to know the way you increase your health in the game? You have to go to a onsen bath, either one in the mountains, like one of the the hot springs, or go to like an actual hot spring place, and you bathe in the hot spring and take a reflection on an event that happened. That's the only way to get your health up.
Oh man!
You want to increase your stamina? You need to go find those 5-block bamboo striking things.
Yeah.
For practicing your sword. There is mini games around that, and that's
I've seen what's her name do that. Stormfall. I've seen her do those.
Yeah, they literally have bamboo. Hey, you have to break all 5 of these in a certain sequence of button presses, in a quick succession, and that's how you do it.
You know who Stormfall is, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I watched her do that on 2 or 3 different ones, where they had the different patterns. And then there was the special one where she got all of them, and then it came up in the air, and she got another option to cut it in half while it was mid-air too.
Yeah, that's how you increase your stamina, is by doing that, and that's the only way to do it.
That is so outstanding.
Yeah, but her thing is when she the thing for this character is that she is not originally a warrior, because again she's
she's a peasant. Yeah.
She's 1, a peasant, 2, a female. This is the time era.
Yeah.
And she, again, when you see her, she has her shazen, which is or not the shazen, the shamisen, was what's called. And that's what, the musical instrument is. Very similar to what Warframes have.
Yeah, it's the standard geisha thing that the peasantry guerrilla fighters would do.
And that's what...
This totally fucking tracks. It's so on point for the era. That's so outstanding.
Yeah. So she's a warrior second, and that's her whole thing, and it's very cool.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, pretty good. I've had an awesome day. I just met somebody that was my lifelong person I followed since I was a little ass kid. I met the leader of Team Caliber.
I have no idea what that is. Right, but I'm
The
also super out of touch with pop culture, so.
Oh, it's Call of Duty.
So do you want to know how much they researched this, by the way?
Yeah.
Sucker Punch's production team for this game went to northern Japan to make sure they got things right. And they were consulting the Onyu people of Lake Toa and Mount Yota to get references right.
So fucking fantastic.
Oh, is the update out for Warframe?
No, we're talking about Ghost of Yotai.
Ah.
Speaking of which, the update for Warframe comes on the 15th. However, right now they've got the event and Barrow-Katir's in town right now. Just so you're aware.
What's Barrow selling?
Godfa
much.
Prime and the Prime Arcwing mod for the gun.
Ooh, actually, I'm gonna hop on real quick because I actually need that.
And he's got the 60/60 mod for electricity for melee.
I think,
Bolts is straight.
I think the main problem for like this kind of game that is the only thing I could see for story wise is it's not as strong as the first game. Just because this feels very much like a revenge story, and those can go either way depending on how it's done. But this, I like that they didn't just do the same thing. Like, oh, the Mongols are back. Like that would have been very poor.
Well, not really, because in Ghost of Tsushima, you kill like a mongrel, basically general. He's not the main guy. The main head of the mongrels is Genghis Khan.
No,
Well, no,
it's not
that-
Genghis
no.
Khan, because Genghis Khan was not one of the Mongols that tried to invade. And Ghosts of Yoshi, or whatever the fuck the first one's called, is based on a historical event where the hurricanes were taking out the fucking Mongol fleets of the grandson of Genghis.
Yeah. Genghis Khan led like an actual assault on Japan, but through Japan, he didn't try to have a staging.
Correct. Yeah. And it's a historical event, so like it's a very this happened in this way in this time frame, period.
Yeah, and Ghost of Yotai is set almost 400 years in the future after that event.
And it's around another real live event that is thoroughly documented.
Yeah.
I honestly love Ghosts of Yotai.
It looks super cool. And again, like people are like, "Oh, this is terrible." I played the first game, loved the first game, played it twice over, just so I could do both endings, and loved every second.
You know what's terrible? Playing Assassin's Creed Shadows the whole entire time.
Yup. Any person who's like, I don't want to play Shadows, but I want to play like a Japanese-inspired like Assassin or like that kind of game, just play Ghost of Tsushima or Ghost of Yotai. Just play those.
No, it's just me trying to finish that on stream. It's just such a headache.
Yo.
The game's too long. Got way too much stuff.
Aren't they adding more shit to that?
Probably.
Yeah.
They're trying to make it sell.
They're not going to. They released it with so much fucking hate and venom in their marketing that like it's not going to.
Well, again, like, and that's why I find like the Ghost of whatever games are so much better because the production team, goes to the place to like understand it on like an actual level instead of just making shit up.
My advice is just do what Black Myth does for Wukong. Actually research the topic that you're trying to go for. Research the history behind it and actually base it into your factual game.
I'm lost, cornered by infested, and my
Yep. I don't care that she's female. Plenty of guys play Tomb Raider. I haven't played. Yes, but the thing. Okay. So it's not the fact that she's a female character. It's the fact that everyone is looking at any game that's coming out with a female protagonist as a fucking DEI game, and they immediately write it off as a result, regardless of whether or not the character makes sense. So that's what I'm saying is the only complaints I've been hearing is the whiny little fucking pricks that can't get over the fact that females can be protagonists, and that just because there's a female protagonist doesn't make it a DEI game. Now, as far as her being a Japanese woman, nothing having to do with it. I'm talking about I wasn't feeling her vibe in the gameplay. How do you not feel a thoroughly researched and historically accurate character's vibe in the historical setting that they were actually around, or would have actually been around? Like,
well, because it's not a male. Everybody wanted a male Japanese assassin. They were thinking that Japan was going to be structured with rooftops that you can run across. The assassin would have like a sheath behind him, and then there would be like a red ribbon, and then you jump off and assassinate.
And anybody who thought that bullshit and thought that it would be a man obviously has never done any actual real research on Japanese history. Because that's not how the men operated.
No, they were
It's
samurais.
Assassin's Creed, they embellish a lot of that stuff.
But we're not talking about Assassin's Creed, we're talking about Ghosts of Yotai.
Oh, I was talking about Assassin's Creed. That's why it's with the DEI stuff. That's why people didn't like Assassin's Creed Shadows. They wanted a male Japanese protagonist.
So first of all, there's multiple reasons why people don't like Assassin's Creed Shadows. First, they marketed the model with the fucking World War II nuclear bombing shrine monument for feudal Japan game. Then they turned around and released it on the 20th anniversary of Japan's deadliest sarin gas attacks on its train system. And then they turned around and made the black guy have hip-hop music while the Japanese chick had traditional Japanese music in the feudal Japan game. Then they took a real-life human being who was devoutly Christian and then turned around and then made him bisexual, which would have been a damnable offense to a Christian to the point where they believe their souls will burn in eternal hell for that. And they chose to do all of those things knowing that they were being told by everyone that they were wrong. And then the fucking banners that they used in the game were stolen from other content creators that they didn't even bother to get permission or inform that they were stealing their fucking designs.
They also stole a rifle corps flag, and then they also stole multiple statues that actually never existed from a content creator.
Again, that's what it was. Yeah, like, so it has nothing to do with the fact that they didn't get their stereotypic male Japanese dude. It has to do with all the fucked up things that Ubisoft decided to do as part of its marketing and release and gameplay setups.
Well, I mean, have you seen what the next one looks like? The next one, it makes no fucking sense. It's called Assassin's Creed Hex. The guy's a fucking vampire.
Yeah, we'll see if that actually goes. You have to remember, they just had major leadership changes, including at the top. The CEO is not the same CEO.
Oh, thank God.
To be fair, they've also been going hard, like way more hard into the supernatural aspect.
And they can go supernatural, that's fine.
Yeah,
but like, when you go out of your way to be hateful to an entire fucking culture that the game's supposed to be dedicated to.
Did Odyssey have any hatefulness? Because I didn't really see anything hated.
Odyssey was received relatively smoothly and nicely. The only complaints that people had about that were the fact that Alexios was such a terrible fucking voice actor. And all of the relationships were frivolous and empty.
It was more received. It was just kind of like, I guess this exists.
Yeah.
I mean, what would you rather have? Would you rather have Alexios voiced by Alexios or Alexios voiced by Geralt?
I would rather have Alexios voiced by somebody who uses their real voice and doesn't have to pretend to growl to sound tough. You know, like, because any of the other male actors in the entire fucking game, you know, pick any of them, they do better than he does.
Yeah, but you're like spot on with how he sounds, though. Scare, like that is actually how he sounds. He's like, "They're coming to kill my family."
Yeah. Well, yeah, again, they didn't really have major complaints with Odyssey.
Sandra.
Yeah. Again, maybe
she's actually the main protagonist.
No, Cassandra's the main protagonist.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cassandra is the main protagonist of Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
What about Evie and Jacob Fry? I thought they were pretty interesting because they bounce off each other.
Don't tell the internet that Cassandra's the main character. They'll get upset.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but she is.
That's a hard confirmation with the Isle of Man expansion that they put in Valhalla.
Yeah, but the internet never listens to actual evidence.
And how many people actually played that expansion besides me and you?
Quite a few people, actually.
Anyone who actually game.
I come from a community that doesn't play games because they're popular. They play them because they're, fun, and they are loyal to the franchises. Like, do you know how many people within the community that played Dragon Age Veilguard because they're loyal to the Dragon Age franchise? Just to say they did it, they fucking hate it, but like they still did it. That's the community that you're part of here, bud.
I wanted to bash my head into the wall when I played Veilguard. I told you how bad it was, but I played it for a second time just to try to be optimistic to give the game another chance, because you always tell me to try stuff and give it a second chance to your second playthrough. Scare, it is so dog water.
It is. But the things that people bitched about were not the things that was actually wrong with the game.
No.
Oh, God, no.
The things they bitched about was stupid.
Yeah.
If we're talking from a narrative purpose, there is no story to Veilguard. It's just random compact bullshit that makes no sense when you go into it. And half the time, the main character who carried Dragon Age 2, and I mean carried on his back, is on his back, literally in bed.
Like we made it. Welcome to Blimp.
Like, what do you do with that?
You think that
nothing.
Varric carried the second game? Really?
Yes. He was phenomenal.
That's,
Scare.
I guess, an opinion.
Like, the way he wovenly tells masterful stories is absolutely phenomenal.
That's kind of the definition of every rogue, which is what he is. But, like, did you play Sarcastic Hawk?
Purifier operation completed and rare samples gathered. This data is excellent.
My stars. Those chimeric monstrosities were never provided the remotest chance of disrupting things. You're terrifying. Well, save me.
Nah. I think, again, like, it's also the fact I don't think people realize that she's not exactly, like, a good person in Ghost of Yotai.
Oh, well, peasants never are.
Well, again, she is a mercenary who's getting revenge on people. And again, like, it's for, like, the greater good, but she's not doing it for that. She's doing it because of selfish reasons.
So she's a peasant?
Yeah, like, that's the thing. Like, she's not an honorable samurai who's trying to liberate her homeland. No, she's trying to get revenge on the people who, like, did her wrong when she was a child. Like, it's like everything she does is selfish, and that is completely understandable. But people are just like, I can't believe this. It's like, what did you expect? Like, she's got no reason to put her life on the line for everyone else. She just does it because it's morally correct.
I have to look up what year that was and what year the Unification War happened in Japan.
The specific year that it's set in is 1603.
1603. Okay.
What's up, guys?
Unification Wars? I think
Hey.
half.
That's what basically you said that kind of right. She was selfish. That's kind of what I wasn't feeling, bro. I ain't got no problem with the game. The scenery looks marvelous, bro. It looks, man.
So she's a historically accurate peasant?
Well,
I'm failing to see the issue here.
Check it out. I get it. And I was kind of like trying to see from your point of view. And I'm just sitting there like, okay, maybe that's a good valid point to it. And I have done research on Tsushima. You know, I play Tsushima, love the game. Yotai, I was kind of like, So this went on way after. Okay.
329
I haven't read up.
years.
Yeah, I haven't read up on that. So
Yeah.
hey, it is what it is.
It is not a sequel. And that's what a lot of people expected.
Okay. Well, gameplay is different. You know, wielding with both swords, yeah, that was fire, straight up. Grabbing a spear when it's available, fire. That's why I say gameplay, fire.
Wait. She's dual wielding swords. She's
wielding swords, bro.
Dual wielding katanas.
She's a mercenary. She just uses whatever she can get her hands on.
No. That was a specific fighting style developed by Mushu. I can never pronounce the fucking dude's name. He wrote the 5 Rings of Power.
Like,
what's his fucking nuts?
But yes, that is a thing you can do in that game specifically.
It's like I saw a fight scene to where
Miyamoto Mishui.
I don't know where she got the swords from, but she wielded both swords and was cutting folks down. I said, well, damn. Yeah, that's fire.
Let's see, when did that man live? Because that man did exclusively create that fighting style. 1584 and died in 1645 in the... Okay, yeah. That's the same time that he was putting out his book teachings at that point of his life.
Yeah. And she's a mercenary, which is like...
Yeah, that's why I said, man, look, that's why I said, man, I got no problem with the graphics, the mountain scenes, the fields, gorgeous, everything, fighting styles, all that, bloody, straight up, beast. I ain't gonna lie about that. But maybe I need to do some background on Yotai.
And the other, like, the fact that they put Miyamoto Musashi, I can't pronounce this dude's name. There's a book called The 5 Rings of Power. I don't know if you know about that book, if you've heard of it.
Yep.
No, I haven't heard of it.
It's one of the cornerstones of professional warriors, just like the Art of War is. But this man dueled his entire life and invented the two-handed sword fighting technique for the Japanese people.
Like the lone wolf? Wandering around, huh? Wait a minute. This man wasn't, never mind. Continue, Scareborne.
But Juggernaut needs to die.
Yeah, that thing would just not fucking go down. Holy crap.
But like, for context, by the way, in the first game, you literally could not do double sword style because it literally factually didn't exist.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna post this dude's name.
Go ahead.
Paste for those curious on the proper spelling. It's right there in the Discord and Twitch. Oh, sorry, in the Twitch and YouTube. But yeah, that man invented it and died in 1645. But he was a whose advisor was he at the end? He was a major political figure. But he went around dueling people, and then he decided that he could do better with two-handed weapons. Two one-handed weapons, which nobody had done. And he ended up fighting, let's see, how many total duels? How many duels? He fought in over 60 duels, citing 61 victories. And he killed one of the things that he would do is he would actively go out and find the people who were the epitome of the other fighting school styles in Japan and challenge them to duels to the death. And he just dominated every fucking school. So the fact that they put his fighting style in this game, which is historically accurate point when it would have been A, invented, and B, made public in Japan, is fucking awesome and amazing that they took that level of a detail with it. and then they have her being super self-absorbed and selfish. That's totally the way the fucking peasants worked back then, because it was an extremely classist system that they lived in all the way up
Yeah.
until post World War II.
Yeah.
So, like, if the game is comfortable, they did it wrong. It should be uncomfortable. It should feel bad in very, very clear moral ways. And if it doesn't, then they weren't right. Because that time period, when we look back on it with today's moral standards and societal standards, it's like, that's fucking wrong. That's not how you should behave. That's not how things should work. And it's like, but that's how things actually did work back then.
Look at how the actual palace was run, and it's like, wow, this sucked. Like, being here was the worst. It's like, yep. Like, if you were in, like, the main palace serving the emperor, you were probably safe, but you did not have the best of life, depending on what your role was.
Yeah, so it's, again, it sounds like it's more and more reinforcing the fact that they made a historically accurate game.
Yeah, that's what they tried to do. That's what they did with Tsushima, too, so.
That is so fucking awesome.
Again, it's similar to, like, how in Tsushima, like, your guy may be, like, the good guy, but in end of the day, there are actions that your character did that were, like, really not good.
I'm not gonna lie, Scareborne. I kind of do want to try it out for real.
Oh, yeah.
Real talk.
I'm gonna buy it regardless and try it out anyway.
I mean, I don't care if it's a female protagonist. I don't care about that shit. You know. But the gameplay alone, I was like, you know what? That's some hell of a fighting styles that they got in that game. But the
To be
basic
fair,
thing,
I understand where people are coming from about that. Because there, in media, there has been, I mean, especially in more recent years, there's been a heavy push for female protagonists, but there's more of an emphasis on the female part and less on the protagonist part, and that's the problem.
if I had a problem with that, I wouldn't play Ghost of Tsushima. Because Yuna was helping out, you know, he was helping the main character out. And I like you. Yuna was beast. She had her moments of fear due to her brother and her in the past, but still, she was there.
Yeah, I can definitely see where, like, again, people are coming from, but for this kind of thing, it's just like feels very ill placed.
I don't like it when people paint with broad strokes. It's like, no, each thing should be individually evaluated on its own merits.
Exactly. And again, like that, when people are worried about it, it's just like there are a bunch of female-led characters in movies, games, and shows that like they don't feel like characters, and that's the problem they have with them. Which is like, again, why those are so ill-received. And that's what I think people are like, oh, a female-led game? Oh, it's going to be bad. It's like, no, we've had good ones, but we're clouded by so many, like, bad producers that have thrown females into this role that it just, like, or they have, like, their character, like, the female who plays that character is just awful. Like, terribly written.
No one can ever ruin Bayonetta for me.
No.
Bayonetta?
Yeah,
Wow.
Bayonetta's good. But like an example is, I don't know if any of you watched the Resident Evil show.
I was going to grab that game for my PS3. I saw a little gameplay of Bayonetta, but she was badass. I got no problem with that, but damn.
Have you played have you seen the Resident Evil show Scareborne?
I've seen the movie.
So they came out with a show that, like, and I'm a big Resident Evil person. Like, I don't play the games a whole lot, but I like the movies. I grew up with them. Watching that character, the actress again did a pretty good job of like playing that character, but her character sucked ass.
Roses all around his little skull. Tried that with
Like, I've never wanted a character more to die in my life. But again, that's the problem, and that was like a very like big thing with that show, was like people like, oh, I don't like this character. It's like, it's not the fact that she's a like a female actor playing the lead role. It's the fact that her character is garbage. That just happens to be female.
Latrox is useful at times.
So.
Probably see if you can help him at all.
the darkness.
By the way, I don't know if anybody else wants to get in on these bounties, but we're doing bounties in Demos.
To be fair, the internet is. I'm pretty sure these are also some of the same people that are just like, oh yeah, this movie that was led by a male actor that is hot garbage. Ah, great game, and it's like, what?
I feel that way about what's the game? Valhalla. I feel like the male actor did a better job than the female one, even though the female one's the canon one.
Yeah. And again, like in those scenarios, like sometimes it just comes down to how the character is sometimes. Like that's a lot of it. Like there are good portrayals of characters, but there are also some characters that are just terrible.
Scareborne, I'm going to agree with you. On Odyssey, I like the female better because I played the female when I played Odyssey. The guy, come on, man. I read up on him. He was corny as fuck.
Yeah.
What you mentioned about to sound tough, that cracked me the fuck up, man.
I usually play him when I want a good laugh.
Yeah.
Every interaction is just crazy.
Yeah, the voice actress that did Cassandra's character, though, like, dude, she was on fucking point.
Yep.
I feel like they just gave the guy who did Alexios a bunch of drugs and just let him in a booth and said, have at it, just read the lines.
Oh, like this? Hey, you don't...
Sounds like you're just trying to imitate Fat Albert.
Cookie Monster.
Where are the enemies?
Baby, on the way.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's some extra stuff with Alexios because it's not normal reactions a normal person would have.
Oh shit. Y'all just fucking made my damn day. Oh damn.
Like every time he would flip out on screen and you'd be like, Alexios, it's not that deep.
Yeah.
Where was the one scene that Alexios was normal? When he was banging that old woman. Which was a really awkward scene. Did you see my comment, by the way, about the Scare on your last stream for Odyssey? Did you see my comment about when you went to the temple?
That scene? Yeah.
No. The one where you went to like see the first interaction you have with that like dive. What is it, like whoever the like queen of like the Temple of Artemis is?
Oh yeah. Yeah, where you summarized her behavior.
Yeah, she basically went from threatening to wanting help to trying to persuade you and then hitting on you in like 3 minutes, and it's like, what? Like, this is not a human reaction.
Yeah, my favorite bit was where she's like, so you're the one that killed the boar. Hey, I need your help. Go kill the boar. Oh, you already did? It was just like, yeah, you're the one who fucking pointed out that I already did.
Yeah, it's like, we having the same conversation right now, or what?
Balloon.
I don't know. It's
Damn.
so funny to me.
Oh shit. Well, since listening to you fellas in the community, y'all to ease my tension, but I'm still gonna create some bloodlust. So I'm gonna holler at you guys later. Y'all have a good one. I'm still check your stream out, Scareborne. So anyway, keep doing what you're doing.
All right. Well, thank you for hanging out.
Oh, no worries.
As much as I may say that games are bad, there's one piece of media I think that fails above the rest, and it's the new War of the Worlds movie. That was something else.
Oh, I got one better for you. You ready?
Yeah.
Battlefield Earth with John Travolta.
No, I prefer that movie over the new one.
Really?
Yep. Even from just a moral standpoint, I would.
Okay, that's fair.
Because so
I'll give you the moral one, yeah.
Okay, do you want to know why that movie, on top of its it was an entire War of the Worlds movie that was based in the view of like someone on a Zoom call. So it was awful. But would you like to know, and I think you'll find this one, like, why? And so they needed footage, again, because they were doing footage of like these aliens attacking like civilizations and that sort of thing, like attacking different parts of the world. And so they had to show catastrophic events happening, right?
Okay.
They used actual war and catastrophe footage and just put aliens over it.
Yep.
And I'm talking like
on budget.
Like there was like a forest fire, they just put aliens over it. There was an actual like terrorist bombing, they put aliens over that. You know that footage of like the EC-130 that like got blown back and stalled out and crashed?
Yeah.
Yeah, the director wanted to use that direct footage.
Who's directing these movies?
Like, it was just like, I'm sorry, you want to do what? And they still had a lot of it in there, and it was just like, oh my god.
That's a person who grew up being forced to watch Red Asphalt. That's who that is.
Yeah. Like, it felt so dehumanized that it was just like, why?
Yep, that was a person. That's a person who watched Red Asphalt and went, "This is fucking dope." That's who that is.
Yep. Yeah, it was.
Do they do that shit in Canada too? Made you guys watch that crap?
I don't know what you're in reference and talking to.
So, Red Asphalt was a film that if you wanted to drive here in the United States, and there was a certain chunk of time there where you had to watch this movie if you wanted to get your driver's license. And what it was a series of brutal fucking car accidents where people were dying in brutal, horrific, graphic fucking ways. And they were showing you the aftermath with like the blood everywhere and the body parts and the dead people everywhere. And you had to watch that to understand the dangers of driving. So that way when you went to go get your driver's license, you were prepared to be serious.
No, they just make you do that during traffic school.
We did have to watch like some stuff like that, but definitely not as prolific or like as graphic.
Yeah. The ones we had to watch were fucking insane, man.
Yeah, like that is.
They make you do that in traffic school.
What traffic school are you going to?
Oh no, my mom had to go to traffic school because she got like a parking ticket because she parked her car somewhere and then the meter expired, so she had to go to traffic school.
That's it. This could be you.
You know what the fucked up thing is? She's like, dude, I've had every single bone in my body crushed. What the fuck are you on about with this shit? My mom didn't even blink during the film. That woman seemed like hell.
Given the fact that she's your mom, she's probably grew up having to do the same thing of watching it to get the driver's license to begin with, because the films were made in like the fucking 80s, 70s, and 80s, and never got updated.
No, when she originally got her driver's license, all she went and did is just take a test, and that was it.
No, it was a school thing. Like, public schools did this to you when you wanted to get your driver's license.
Yeah, like it was. I know about it because I've heard about it, but
Yeah,
like this.
I mean, she was driving without a license when she was like 12.
Most everyone does. That doesn't change what public schools did back then. Yeah, that was a public school thing, because before you had to go get your driver. One of the things is a lot of the public schools, and especially in major cities in the United States back then, offered driving courses as part of the public school courses that you could take in high school. And it went towards your extracurricular credits. But one of the things they did was they made you watch the fucking movie.
Oh. That's not that bad. I've seen worse.
Yeah, you're an adult. You're not a fucking high school student living in
No,
a
at
city.
high school. No, at high school, we used to watch like full-blown war films, like people getting like mangled and stuff like that.
Yeah, but those are like
films are actors and special effects, not.
Yeah, those are
no, like actual combat footage.
From what fucking war?
I don't know. It was my teacher. It was JROTC.
Good evening, everyone.
Hey, Silver Phoenix.
All I know is I always wanted to drive a tank. I wonder if I can buy a disarmed tank and then pull up the McDonald's with that. Be like, I'd like a large fry.
I will say, yes, you can.
You can buy a main tank in the United States as long as the main turret is permanently non-functional.
Oh, that's fine with me. I just want to drive it.
There's a guy who drives like one of the smaller like personnel tanks like in Europe as like his regular day vehicle.
Yeah, that's the British light tank, really one of the smaller ones.
Yeah, like
There's also a few guys.
That's what he wears. That's what he drives to outings.
Remember, kids, if you wear a tank in New York, you'll be always safe. Ain't nobody gonna rob you when you're in a tank.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. People will steal porches. Those things are just like there.
That's true, but like if you're getting shot at and you jump in your car, it's gonna go through the windshield. You get shot at in a tank, you're gonna be fine.
They're gonna still shoot you. You just now are like
You do realize they designed the Barrett 50 caliber sniper rifle for the specific explicit purpose of killing tank crews, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
To be fair, who in New York has a Barrett 50 caliber? They're gonna shoot at the
It's
tank.
the United States.
That is also
It's the United States. There's an incident in the.
I mean, all you have to really do is just, since the tank's basically disarmed, they don't know it's disarmed. Just swing over the top piece and just lean it like you're gonna shoot 'em.
I think they're gonna notice when you don't shoot at them.
I mean, most people will just run.
The only way you can have a The only way you can have a working tank turret is you have to go through special ATF training.
And even then, you can't have it as a private vehicle.
No, it cannot have actual rounds. It can have blank rounds, but it cannot have live rounds. Yes,
And
you can still fire it.
If it's fireable, then you cannot drive it on public streets.
No, not at all.
Which defeats the whole purpose of what he was saying, was can I drive it around to go to McDonald's? So what you're saying makes what he is asking null and void.
Basically.
Yep.
What the hell did that Bone Widow just do?
It doesn't have to fire. It just has to protect me. Like at McDonald's.
But if you can't fire, it doesn't protect you.
Yep.
I mean, it is tanky. It's not like I can't just pop out the top and shoot them.
Yes. Yes. Protection 100, sustainability 0.
Okay, you can launch, 75mm pepper ball shots.
Can't use it. You cannot own a tank in the United States and use it in public thoroughfares if the turret is not permanently disabled. Like, not repairable. It has to, so you can't fire that shit through the barrel.
No, it can only be done in certain areas. There's one place in the U.S. where they
You keep
can
bringing
fire
up
their tank.
aspects of what he could do on something that defeats the whole purpose of the conversation scenario.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'll be back, gentlemen.
I have lost this argument, and now I'm leaving.
I am confused.
You could simply shoot the gun. You can't shoot the gun. We went over this.
No, I mean, you could pull like a sniper rifle out, pull the top hatch open. And
Yeah, but
shoot
at that
one
point,
ahead.
good luck, because the guy is probably still shooting at you.
That's what I'm saying, but like...
So here's the thing with the tank issue that you're going to run into. A, the main turret doesn't work, so if you ever need to defend yourself from said tank, you have to open up the hatch. And they know exactly where to aim, because the hatch is pretty fucking obvious from the outside. So,
It
like...
also ain't exactly easy to flip open, like, nonchalantly.
Yeah, that
Isn't there
that bitch
a
weighs
little
some.
window in the bottom of the tank?
Say that again?
Isn't there like a side metal piece that you can pull open?
Yeah, but now you're
tanks have
stuck
the
underneath the tank.
Yeah, some tanks have the escape hatch. However, the thing is you have to know the clearance that's underneath the tank and the ground. And the reality is civilian roads aren't designed for tracked vehicles, so they end up destroying the ground that they're on top of and sinking further down. So there's not actually enough space underneath the tank to use the escape hatch.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Also, where are you gonna go once you're underneath the tank? You have one of two options.
I mean, technically, wait a minute. If they're shooting at me and I'm protected, I could just run them the hell over.
Yeah, if you can see them without opening that little slot that the driver has to look through and drive through.
Couldn't I just hook up a monitored camera to the front of it?
And what's to stop them from just shooting the camera? That seems like a pretty
Like-
obvious target there.
You're gonna have this
That's true.
old ass tank that has the shiny new camera on front. Like, shoot the target.
No, I don't mean like a camera that they can see. Like you can like make an LED camera and then attach it somewhere that they can't see.
Yeah, but also at the same time, people basically can outmaneuver you in the tank. Like, you're tanky. You're not maneuverable though.
Yep.
Yeah, but they have to climb inside to kill me.
They don't have to.
No,
they just
they
have
don't
to
have
walk
to.
around the tank.
So, here's a couple flaws with a tank. First, if they can knock one of your tracks out, you ain't going nowhere.
That is true.
That's the first problem. Second problem, they don't gotta kill you inside, they just gotta keep you inside. They block that hatch on the top, you ain't getting out. You're stuck inside now. Now you're gonna starve or dehydrate to death.
And then when you die, it's their tank, not yours anymore.
Yep. And if they do want to kill you and make it quicker, they don't have to kill you. They don't have to get into the tank with you. They just got to throw some sort of explosive, whether it's a homemade one or a professionally manufactured one, into that hatch.
Oh
'Cause
yeah,
you're
like
gonna open it up at some point.
Yeah.
What was that
Then
one
you're-
guy from Mercenaries too? He used to do that all the time. He used to kick open the hatch and then just drop a grenade down and jump off the tank.
Your tank literally becomes a coffin at that point.
Yep. Which is actually one of their names they have, land coffins.
Yeah. It's like, oh no, I'm in protection. No, sir, you're just a delayed can of sardines. Calm down.
I always hated working around and with tanks. I fucking hated it so much. It was definitely not my preference on fighting.
Also, I'd like to know what tank you're gonna get that is one person available that you can run people over in.
Oh, that's a good question, because the Sherman
wait.
doesn't have any more civilian assets
Yeah.
available.
Like, which tank are you getting that you can, one, drive on the road, and two, you can easily drive by yourself?
Well, so tanks only have one driver. So that,
Well, I'm just saying, like, if you want it to be like a defensive thing, it's like you get to
then
see
you
out of a
need the
tiny
actual
hole.
crew. Yeah, then you need the full crew.
Yeah.
Like loading torpedoes, you need more than one guy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably not unfeasible, but also at the same time, how are you legally going to acquire a tank of like that caliber?
You ever fire a tank and then you were like, I'm gonna go deaf if they fire another shot.
No, they have big old hearing protection that covers their ears. It's a big like. You see them at the shooting gun range where they have like the big headset that goes around their entire head and covers their. Yeah, they have that stuff. Plus, some of them go as far as putting earplugs in while they're wearing those on top of it.
Oh, thank God.
And even then, like, you're still gonna get tinnitus. Like, it's still gonna fucking happen.
You ever get motion sickness in a tank, like driving it?
No.
Okay, thank God.
Probably not, but I mean, like, if you are not good with,
Where'd you
like,
go, Butler?
I gotta head off to get ready for work.
Ah, okay.
I mean, like, the worst thing I think for any tank driver is if you're claustrophobic. Like,
yes.
He's like, let me out of here. No, you can't get out of here. We're getting shot at.
What do you mean
What
you
are
want
doing?
out of the tank?
What do you mean? You want to die?
Because, like, those are, especially newer tanks, like, they do not have a lot of room.
Yeah, no. Not at all. Well, they have more than what they used to, but they have. They still don't have a lot of room. They're still really fucking cramped.
Well, I mean, like, you look at there's, like, a very good tank movie, Fury.
Yeah, that's a Sherman, though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, for those tanks as well, like, older ones, too, like, people are like, oh, yeah, well, those, they had room, they could move around. There were 6 guys in there, like...
Yep.
What do you mean you had room?
6 guys in there, and he mowed them down like they were sausages.
You want to apparently get into a tank with a different kind of ID.
Yep.
But you have a good one, man. I'm gonna head off. I gotta get ready for work here, so.
Alright, well, thank you for the runs. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Alright, have a good one.
You too.
And I've got to wait till tonight because somebody's dropping a video that I'm in.
Nice. That's that Call of Duty thing you're talking about?
Yeah, the Kostoff dude. He was the leader of Team Caliber. They were a Call of Duty clan back in the day. They competed against Optic Gaming.
Cool.
I even got an interview with him and figured out the reason why they didn't, they don't have an esports team anymore.
Infighting amongst the team?
No, it's because Call of Duty back in the day, they demanded a $250 million buy-in to their Overwatch League. Yeah. That's ridiculous.
In exchange for what, though?
A league spot.
In exchange for what? Because you're not paying... No company in the world would charge a group of people, a small group of people at that, $250 million to play in a tournament. Unless the prize was well over $250 million. Because any type of tournament that you buy in... Okay, so what was the prize?
I don't even remember. That was back in like Call of Duty Ghost. All I know is the explanation made sense because it was a buy-in for the Overwatch League that they were starting. Because when you buy into it, you're buying into a franchise and you're buying into a spot for the Call of Duty League. They charge the main owners of the company a membership fee to compete.
That
it isn't like a
being charged membership fee makes sense. Being charged an entry slot fee makes sense. The $250 million number I think is a bit exaggerated.
I mean, it is Activision we're talking about here.
Yeah, but if they charge $250 million to average players, they would never be able to afford any tournaments whatsoever. That is an unrealistic number. Most companies aren't worth that.
Unless it's like a $2 million buy-in and then you pay the rest of it within like the amount of time that you're
talking more money than any of their titles typically make.
That is true.
You're talking more money than what their fucking budgets are for the entire game.
ORG. Or
I watched Red Asphalt while getting certified for the school bus. Yeah, that was such a fucking screwed up thing that they did. I'm glad they got rid of that shit, making people watch that movie.
OPTIC gaming. Let's just type in net worth.
Net worth isn't how much an entry fee is.
No, I'm just looking at net worth.
I believe the entry fee was 250,000.
See, that's more reasonable for a major international gaming tournament. Hey, Bear. Can you hear me, Bear?
Look it up. Original.
Hey guys, how you doing, Scare? How you doing, Glitch?
Oh, good.
What are you up to?
Oh, just sitting down. Just drove up the mountain. Getting things fired up.
Nice.
I think that was called the Annihilator Cup tournament, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. It's just out of memory.
Ed says, "What's up, Bear?"
What's up, Ed?
Trying to find it here. I'll just have to go back and watch it on the VOD.
Our Entrati friends have, I suppose, requested that I provide them samples of native fauna. Not the kind of people one can really fail, if you catch my drift. Help? I swear, if the Entrati were demanding samples... Ooh, there's one. Pick it up, quick. Lovely.
So, what are your plans, Bear? Are you going to that? You're doing that fishing thing, right?
Yeah, we're gonna probably here in the next couple days or whatnot go out and have some fun.
Nice.
Do a little backcountry survival. Somewhere, somehow, some way.
That should be enough to keep the Entrati happy. Give them here.
What are you guys up to? I haven't popped into which yet. You're running Warframe, you're running something else?
I'm running Fallout, and then it says the buy-in right now is 25 million.
That's
For a
right
league
now.
spot.
You're talking about back in the day. That's still not no fucking $250 million buy-in. And again, that's probably what, 150, 200 million prize? Right?
Oh, let me look at the prize pool for the recent Call of Duty.
And that, my friend, is a clean sweep. All samples uploaded. I'm going to lie down.
No, not even close, Scare.
Okay.
The prize pool is at $2 million.
Then that number is wrong for the buy-in. No one would spend $25 million to win $2 million.
Well, you got to also remember, Scare, the money's not tax-free. So you have to pay the taxes on it when you win it.
But again,
So what?
No one is going to spend $25 million to win $2 million. You're losing $23 million on the deal, plus you're paying the taxes.
No, it even says, I even Googled it just now, 25 million is the buy-in. It's for a league spot. And yes, they have lost money. Multiple dollars. Each org loses money every year.
The average COD player makes between 150 to 250K. Sometimes at 3K.
This is which league?
The Call of Duty League. "2025, Activision hosted Toronto $2 million prize pool."
Gotta get up early in the morning.
Okay, hon. Okay.
The fee was eliminated. The fee does no longer exist. The fee was introduced in 2020 and it was removed in early 2024. Teams paid part or all of their buy-in fee for these amounts were returned. So they all got their money back.
Okay, thank God.
And let's see. Call of Duty League buy-in. $25 million reward.
Because this says the $25 million buy-in is for the duration of the life of Call of Duty League.
Yep, it was a one-time fee for a lifetime.
I hate my insurance.
It was actually it was supposed to be for 50 years. That was how long the $25 million was buying in, was for a 50-year slot in the tournament. But they got rid of it because they weren't making enough money to be able to pay the prize pools out.
Which was bullshit.
It's absolutely accurate, considering that nobody's gonna spend $25 million on something that's not gonna give me $25 million when I win.
No, I'm saying like the prize pool for $2 million for $25 million. I'm losing money. Why would I spend money?
Yeah, and it was a 50-year buy-in is what it was for that price.
Okay, maybe in 50 years I'm gonna be dead, but still, my grandchildren need something to eat with.
Yeah, and that was not individuals, that was companies, full-blown companies that were sponsoring teams. Not individuals, not individual standalone teams that were just a bunch of friends getting together. These were for company-sponsored teams.
Yep. I mean, let's just be honest though, Scare. In Call of Duty, when's the last time you've seen anybody in the Challenger League actually make it up to the professionals?
When was the last time I ever watched a Call of Duty tournament, period? And the answer to that is a trick question, because I've never watched one, because I don't give a shit about competitive gaming. Never have.
Well, I'll just go out and tell you, it's never. You may put together a team, but I'm going to be honest with you, you're not going to make it very far.
Yep, no. I don't care about competitive gaming at all.
Terminate them close to the vessel to expedite the process.
Never have. It's just like PvP mentality. None of it's fucking promoting good human being values. And everyone gets to treat each other like shit based on whatever their ranking is as a team. I don't like highly competitive environments. I never have, never will.
I usually excel at highly competitive, but that's just me.
Oh, I excel when I'm forced into them. I just don't like being in them, period.
Well, because they can get highly toxic.
No, because I don't put up with shit and I'm highly violent.
Ah.
People don't understand us sometimes. I'll tell you that much.
That's okay. I like you both.
See, I like fighting. I love fighting. I absolutely fucking love it. But the last time I was in a fight that didn't result in a death was 18 years ago, 19 years ago,
Ah.
19 years ago was the last time I was in a fight that didn't result in somebody dying.
Ah.
So I don't like being in highly competitive environments because I know what kind of human being I am.
So you'd lose your shit over bingo?
If someone's gonna be a dick and they want to step up, we'll fucking test it the way that I know how to test shit. If you don't like it,
No,
then
no,
get in
no,
my face.
no. What if they're just being nice and competitive to you? What
I
if they
don't
just
do-
want to play bingo?
Well, first of all, you would have had to really have crossed lines and pissed me off to the point where I got to finally get pissed off enough to agree to be in a competitive environment voluntarily. So that's already not a good place to start. I
Gotcha.
don't do competitive, and I'm very, very vocal and loud about that.
Do you like rock, paper, scissors?
No. You know what I played?
Oh.
Rock, paper, rank. My rank outranked your rank, so that was all that fucking mattered.
Oh.
I don't do competitive. It's not my thing. I am very much against that, and I don't deal with people not being courteous very well. I get extremely... I believe stupid should hurt, and I'm usually the one here to provide that lesson.
Have you ever tried to make your own game?
Yep.
What'd you call it?
It's something I'm still working on.
Oh, I didn't. I thought you already made your own mobile game.
No, I'm not making a mobile game. I'm making an actual full-blown game, and I've been working on it for a few years now.
Oh, that's cool. Are you allowed to tell me about what it's about?
Yeah, of course I can tell you what it's about. I own it. It's my idea.
Well, I didn't know. Well, I didn't know if it was like fully finished or like you were in the stages.
It's nowhere near fully finished. And
Okay.
that's due to my own creative limitations. I'm not a very creative person.
Oh.
But it's, okay, so think steampunk meets eldritch horror in space.
Steampunk meets eldritch horror in space. That actually sounds
That's
pretty
interesting.
cool. Yeah. I don't think we have a game like that, Bear, do we?
Yeah, it's the concept is that the human houses, the humans are broken into houses, and each of the houses represent an aspect of steampunk. And that aspect of steampunk is essential to making the society as a whole cohesive. So like these people over here work on the engines and the mechanics, the machines. These people over here work on like the travel modes, like the airships, the spaceships, the ground vehicles. These people over here work on trying to come up with weaponized steampunk ideas. You know, so but all together they make up one full society, right? It's various different houses like that, and they're all like color themed. They have their own creeds and belief systems, their own armor systems, and then there's this elite group known as the Saints. And the Saints are the elite embodiment of everything that house stands for.
That actually is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like a first-person shooter, or is it like a...
Nope. So let me see here. I got one more stage on this bounty here, so I'm gonna be a little delayed while I'm trying to talk because I'm multitasking here. Okay, so I'm coming at it from multiple aspects because, again, I'm not a creative person and I'm aware of this. So what I end up needing is I need physical props to be able to help me get to the next step of the creative storytelling. Like, for example, I create a character and, like, I know what I want this character to be. And I know what I want this character to look like. But I can't tell you his personality until I can see him. So now I have to come up with figuring out how to design this character in a physical way that I can actually see a picture of them. And then I can tell you
Oh.
exactly how they would behave and what little details about their equipment, the way they carry themselves, the way they walk, the way they would treat their equipment, what kind of equipment they wowould carry, right? But I need to see it before I can tell you anything else.
Do you know how to use Chat GPT?
Oh yeah, no, like I said, this is a slow process for me, but I know how to do all of that. Yeah, and
Oh, I was gonna say you just have to prompt with the script, and when you prompt, you write specific key details that the character has, like facial features, anything like that. You can create them because I'm working on my anime right now.
yes, I know. I'm aware of how to do it, and I've done it. I am not a creative person. So, me trying to create something that doesn't exist is not an easy thing for me.
Oh.
You want me to rip apart some of the most secure security systems, bases, go against some of the most professional militaries in the world, or mercenary groups, or contractors, or get into some of the most secure areas and kill a single target? I can tell you how to do that all fucking day long with no problems. But you tell me to make up a story, even a short story, out of thin air, and it can't be real. I couldn't do that to save my life. So it's
Oh.
a slower process for me than most people because my mind doesn't work that way.
Ah. Are you left-handed or right-handed?
Right.
That makes a lot more sense to me. So the left-hand side.
I also think that a lot of it has to do with the environment in which one is raised in and lives in. And I have lived in a very
is true as
rigid,
well.
black and white reality world that is very harsh and has no time for frivolous what-ifs. So I didn't have time to actually develop those skill sets. So I'm having to teach myself these skill sets while I'm working on this. So I do that by, creating these characters. Cool. Now I can get out of here real quick, and then I can actually be safe and focus on this conversation. Give me a moment here.
Hostiles eliminated. Utterly eliminated. The area is secure.
Okay, so like I create my character, right? Cool. So I got my character, but now, and I have picked. In fact, I'll just pull it up. I have it on the fucking computer. Let's pull it up here. Okay, so like, let's see here. Where was one of the characters I was looking at? Where's my green dude? Here is.
All right. Scare, would you like to be a featured streamer on my stream today?
If you want, we can, but I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for. I've been up since yesterday. I haven't gone to sleep yet.
Gotcha. I will throw you up there anyways.
So like,
give you some free promotion.
This is one of the characters I was working on. It was the screen development team here, and they were going to be my alchemical group. And this is one of my character designs that I came up with. So these are our scientists. So this is the character design. I was like, okay, that's cool. So now let me see my saints. I don't know if you guys can actually see this or not.
That's actually pretty darn cool, Scare.
And oh wait. No, fuck. Minimize. I picked the wrong one. I pulled up the wrong one. It's this dude right here. This was my main character that I was working with. See, now that I created the image, now it's like, okay, cool. Now I know how his weapons work. I can see the hoses. I can see the flames coming at it from his alchemical stuff that he's wearing as a backpack. But he's got all these different gadgets and stuff, so that means he can change the strength of the flames coming out, the chemical makeup coming out, all of those things. But it's still got a very clear steampunk look that, and this guy is clearly belonging to a very specific faction because of his color palette, right? And like the Saints for this faction, because again, we're talking space age, fighting eldritch horrors. This was the Green Saints that I came up with right here. So like, and there's only 3. There's only 3 Saints per faction. And this was this Green Saint team. So if these dudes showed up, it was like the battle's over. If these guys got deployed, it's an automatic win. That's how they view them, because they don't lose. But also, like, nobody knows anything about them other than they're supernatural in appearance. And then I was like, okay, well, let's go with one of our mechanical groups, right? Let's develop more of the mechanical side of the house. So one of the designs that I came up with was this dude for the blue group, and these guys were going to be our heavy equipment, machines and robots and shit. So that's this dude. Right? And that's our blue faction. Giant ass robots in the background and stuff. I don't know if... Yeah. And then, but I also had them doing organ tanks that I was still working on. So yeah. But yeah, like this is stuff that I was in the background dealing and developing. Oh, and there's actually a specific song that is the whole vibe of this environment. It is, and I'll play it for everybody too. So this song is the song that I listen to when I'm developing all of this stuff. And we'll just go through some of these picture designs I was working on, so that way everyone can kind of get the vibe there. These are some of the enemies that I was working on. So there's an arachnid race. That's an ice race. So like they use ice technology and freezing technology. And that's how they create their webs. They're not actual like sticky web material. It's ice. That when you touch it, it has a freezing effect to it. Kind of like putting your tongue on a metal flagpole in the wintertime. That's what their ice effects do for the arachnid group. That was one of the enemies they were going to be fighting. And then these guys were the Eldritch emissaries that they were going to be encountering. So they were representing the Eldritch horrors. We got more of the green faction. The average workers that don't belong to factions. There's more of our blue, or average workers. But yeah. So, this is the game that I am working on.
Right out of the back. Had to run outside.
So you missed like all of that?
Yeah, basically, I had to clean out the back scare because my dog got bit by a spider or something, and his face is swelling. So we're taking him to the hospital in the morning.
Ah, okay, understandable.
I caught all that.
So what?
That's actually really cool, Scare.
Yeah. So yeah. This was the concept of one of the Blue Saints style that I was going to go with for the blue, to keep each of them distinguished. Or distinct, rather. I still fucking love that one. So can you see all these pictures now? Glitch?
Let me go to the stream real quick. It's just got back in. Where are you?
Were you able to hear it?
Scareborne. There it is.
Were you able to hear the
Dude,
music
that's
too, Ben?
dope. That's fucking dope, dude. That's cool.
Hold on. Bear, were you able to hear the music?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. So, Glitch.
Yes.
This music is the music that this specific song is the one that I use when I'm developing this stuff. So I'm going to play in the background while I'm explaining this stuff to you. And again, for those that just watched this, I apologize. We're doing it again. So, this is like my main green guy that I was working on for the green faction, and these guys are like the alchemical scientist dudes. So they use science and chemistry in order to further whatever objectives they're doing. And they're constantly fighting wars, and this is what the saints for this faction, for the green faction. These dudes show up, and it's an automatic win. Like, if anybody sees saints enter a field of battle, everyone just immediately stops fighting because these guys got it. And nobody knows who the fuck they are, other than they're referred to as the saints, and each faction has 3. So this is the green faction. And they would be running around with these types of dudes.
That's awesome.
And
that's damn cool.
Yeah, and then we've got the blue faction, which is the other faction I would really like. And they're going to be the robotics and mechanics and, like, the machines. So we got the big robot in the back. And then I've even got organ tank designs that I was working on.
Can I get a beta code when this game comes out?
This isn't just a game. Like, so understand, like, I am writing like full-on descriptions about these individuals, and then I am writing individual scenes out of all these different things that they're doing and interacting to give us personality types. I'm also designing these pictures for them, and then on top of that, I am using Unreal Engine 5 to create the environments in which these people are living and operating and working in and fighting in. And then I'm also looking at 3D model designs for tabletop.
That looks
Nice.
awesome.
Yeah, and then this is like the purple faction here.
I like
There we
purple.
go.
That's my favorite color. I want to
And
be
these
that
guys-
guy with the hood.
These guys are going to be all like the power grid, the electricity, the how do we advance and get more energy.
Ah. That's so cool.
And then we've got the Arachnid faction, which is an enemy faction they'd be fighting against. And they use ice technology, but it's ice technology that if you touch it, it freezes you to it, kind of like sticking your tongue to a flagpole in the wintertime. Their ice technology does that, and that's what they create their webs and infrastructures and everything with, but that's also what they fight with. So this is one group that they were fighting against.
That's crazy. This looks something like out of Destiny.
And then these
That's the only
dudes-
other space game.
Yeah, and these purple octopus-looking dudes are the Eldritch emissaries. So, because I don't want to show you what the Eldritch Horror is, and I don't want the person to know what the Eldritch Horror is. It's to the Eldritch Horror, what makes it scary is that it's unknowable. So, these guys are simply the representatives of the Eldritch Horrors.
That looks straight out of like the Necronomicon.
That dude right there is my favorite, probably.
My God. I want to play this so bad. I want
And
to
then-
play this game.
More of the green faction. And now these dudes that are like gray and brown, these are your average peasantry. These are the people that are trying to earn their way into houses or have been kicked out of houses.
That is so freaking cool.
Yep.
That's pretty slick.
What I'm saying. I need.
All these clothes from the car.
Uh-huh.
Pink.
Okay, just throw them on the floor over there. I really want to play like a demo of this.
But yeah, no, like I'm like think of the Warhammer 40K approach of they have books, they have tabletop, they have video games, they have artwork, they have all of that, right?
Yeah.
That's how I'm doing this. And like the blue faction, this is the concept of what their primary saint would look like.
Oh my God. It's got like an Aztec steampunk theme.
Yep.
I've never seen anybody have Aztec steampunk.
Yep. Like I said, like, so yeah, when you ask if I'm making my own game or if I've ever made my own game, yeah, absolutely. I am still actively working on this. Matter of fact,
Oh, if he pulls out like a demo, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna be like, this is hype.
oh no. There's not going to be.
Oh.
I'm looking for. I made. Let's see if I can find it here. I wasn't expecting to pull this out, so.
You have to find it, gotcha.
Yeah. Actually, I think I know where I can. Let's go to a blank screen real quick because I gotta pull up something that I don't want on stream.
Gotcha. Bear, are you seeing this stuff? This stuff is freaking awesome. Okay, I can't wait to play the actual game when it comes out. I definitely want a beta code to the game when it comes out because I want to stream it.
Yeah, see, I'm not just making a game though. I am making a universe.
Oh, so if you're making a universe and stuff, can you also consider mobile? Because a lot of people have phones.
Like when I say universe, I'm talking like, again, 40K level up, all of it, books, tabletop, video games, all of it. That's what I've been working on.
If you ever get to make a TV show, can you have Henry Cavill play one of the characters? I just love Henry Cavill.
I gotta find where I put it because I know it's. Is it not on this computer? Should be.
EAF. All right. As Scare searches through the stuff on his computer.
I
We are
found it.
live.
Now I just gotta. Damn it.
Oh, back to finishing my playthrough through Fallout New Vegas.
Thank you. This up because I found it finally. Now, which one is it? Man, they're gonna make me fucking log in every single time I open any single one of these products. Fucking pisses me off. Okay, so here we go. Are you guys ready?
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm ready.
So this is for which gen is this? Is it this guy? It was. I gotta find the image that this guy is real quick, and then I'll read this to you. It's a little excerpt that I wrote about it. So it's a blue variant of this guy. So this guy,
Okay, because we still can't see anything yet.
yeah. Thank you. So this guy, but blue, essentially. Right. So blue flames, all of the things, right?
Right.
Okay. So this is a short story of a moment that this gentleman that happens, and it starts out harbinger, noun, a person or thing that announces or indicates the approach of something, forerunner. Blue flames erupted through the entire battlefield, a cacophony of prayers and battle cries soared above the orchestra of war as every human's flame of familiar yellow, red, and orange hues simultaneously changed to the glorious pale glow of neon sapphire blue, a sign. Just then, in front of the human soldiers' forwardmost lines, explosions erupted in walls of blue flame as rock and soil were flung through the air, forcing an interruption in the tempo of battle and a complete halt to the fighting on both sides in the areas closest to the impacts. Torek was a veteran, and he had seen many things in his time and times before, and Torek was a veteran and had seen this many times before, relaxed and kneeled behind cover. His part was done. He served in the Harbinger Regiment, the spear tip of human pursuit to explore and comprehend the universe with all of its hidden secrets and knowledge. They served as the heralds of the inevitability of human victory and the absolute destruction of all who would stand before the will of mankind and their endeavor to comprehend the cosmos. The Harbingers were only deployed when failure is not an option. This was that promise fulfilled. The sounds of hissing could be heard over the stunned battlefield as pressure locks readied to release the righteous embodiment of the sacred blue flame onto the fields of death. Torek turned his back to the front and slumped against the remnants of a destroyed barrier that 2 hours prior was pristine and occupied by enemy heavy weapon teams. He retrieved his pipe from its accompanying leather pouch as the locks broke and the flames vanished with a high-pitched inhalation sound as the shell of the pods clattered to the ground, exposing a trio of warriors. 2 priests clad in sapphire blue cloth and silver armor, wielding various weapons imbued with the destructive magnificent power of their order. The leader of each trio, a saint, identifiable by their beauty and their ethereal wings made of holy blue flame as they are so blessed they wield the very essence of the flame directly. Just then, in unison, the saints unleashed a conflagration of cleansing blue flame upon the enemy as the saints marched forth with their priests and purged all that would oppose the will of humanity and their great conquest of the stars. Torek takes a pinch of herbs from his pouch and packs them into his pipe. His pipe is roughly 6 inches and is a simple design made of metal with a copper-like appearance, with an image of the holy flame engraved on the shaft that curves slightly down into an upright bowl. It reminded him of old earth tobacco pipes, which comforted him. The herb mixture was packed into his pipe and had a smell and a taste that reminded him of peppermint back on Earth, and helped to counter the adrenaline of battle. As he lit his pipe with his flame pistol, consecration, he inhaled and could feel the tingling of the herbs dancing on his taste buds as he closed his eyes and listened to the sound of battle drift steadily into the distance. He had survived another battle. He exhaled, closing his eyes, keeping his eyes closed, listening to the dim of battle reaching its conclusion as his body released the weight of tension fighting always brought, and enjoyed the moment of bliss he had earned. Crackled static broke Torek's moment of peace in a warm, gruff voice. Harbingers, stand down. Your task is complete. Click, static. Click. Prepare for extraction at insertion point. That's the bit I've written so far.
That's insane.
That's pretty damn cool, Scare.
So yeah, that's what I've been doing.
That's freaking awesome.
Yep. And then I got a whole nother one where it's ritual that he goes through.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Bum 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 bum.
Go lay down. Go lay down. Big head Fred, go lay down. Hi. Yes, Mom will be back in a little bit. Go lay down.
Oh, so all I had to do was just throw a grenade at these things and they die.
Let's see here. I've also got...
I'm guessing the house doesn't always win. That quite literally just blew up the house. Run. Oh.
All right, so...
Yeah, I'm going to need a neck pillow.
And the other piece that I've written about Torek. So it goes ritual. Noun. An act or series of acts regularly repeated in a set precise manner. Torek placed his sapphire blue bowler hat, made from a material meant to mimic felt, on the skull of his armor rack. The rack was a metal T-shaped stand fashioned from 3-inch squared metal pipes with a mechanical skull affixed to the top. Bolted onto the floor next to his metal polished full body mirror, placing his goggles on his mask on the skull of the empty faceplate. He heard a soft, audible, familiar click as it locked into place. Looking at his reflection in the reflective metal surface, Torek began to notice a faint, comforting hum of the ship's engine. He took a steady, deep breath of the ship's recycled air through his mouth, tasting the hints of metal on the stale air. He slowly breathed out through his nose, closing his eyes. He repeated this breathing cycle once more. Opening his eyes, gazing into his eyes in the reflection, Torek, in a low, steady voice, states, "You are home," with a tone of finality. Turning to the shower, he finishes placing his equipment on the armor rack. Turning on the shower, he finishes placing his equipment on the armor rack and begins to wash the battle from himself while his armor is retracted into the floor for its cleansing and repair. Stepping out of the shower and drying off, Torek retrieves his body glove from the sanitation unit next to the shower on the bulkhead and zips it up. The scale body glove is almost a second skin to him at this point in his life. The body glove was made in a skin-tight, moisture-wicking synthetic material that had scales stitched in throughout it, which were filled with knee metal. Neil metal is a material that I created in this universe. A unique metal, cosmic ore that is only malleable with the blue flame of the disciple of his discipline. And once cooled, it is the strongest known metal in humanity. Pulling on his sapphire trousers, made from the same synthetic material as his hat, allowing his leather suspenders to hang, and slipping his black leather boots on, he began. Torek, wow, this has got some issues in it. It's missing part of my fucking words. God damn it. Ooh, that irritates the piss out of me. Hold on a second here. It inserted new words. Why did it insert?
This has been coming for a long time. I've been dying to beat the ever loving hell out of Benny. And now he's dead, and now I got his nice suit.
It's adding.
I ring a ding ding.
Alright, so pulling on his sapphire trousers made of the same synthetic material as his hat, allowing his leather suspenders to hang and slipping his black leather boots on. Torek sits in his armchair at his workbench and retrieves the clone twin of his pipe he carries into battle, and a leather pouch containing the peppermint-scented herbs from the small side drawer. After enjoying the calming serenity of his pipe, he then withdraws a worn book with creases and scratches adorning the soft synthetic leather exterior. The book is 6 inches in height and 3 inches wide and 1 inch thick, with deep worn blue cover. Adding 3 more entries, he places the book back into the drawer, taking up a model of a Harbinger soldier from the lower shelf on the top of the workbench, examining it, taking in the perfection of every detail captured within the 2 inches of plastic, and every meticulous hand-painted stroke of paint adorning the model, bringing it close to life. Clad in familiar colors of his regiment, the noble sapphire blue for the fabric portions and regal silver and metallic armor pieces. Almost complete, a few minor touches are still needed. Removing the cover compartment on top of his workstation area, he retrieved his paints and brushes, and he prepared his work area and began the last half of his post-battle ritual. This ritual was resetting his mind after battle. First, cleansing the body, and then mind. Maintaining the gear was trained behavior for all good soldiers throughout human history. However, most forget in war that the soldier is the weapon, not the equipment they carry. Hearing this important lesson once he had been promoted to his first company command of 500 troops, Torek did not truly understand it until after his first engagement as a leader. Thus, the ritual was born. This allowed him to continue to perform his duties without getting lost in the traumas and pain of the chosen profession inflicted on his path through life. This portion of the ritual held the deepest significance to him. Handling these pieces of plastic was the most healing and painful part of the process. These models were one thing that he had never shared with anyone else. It felt purer to him that way, which made the simple act of painting these specific models much more impactful to him. Torek wondered if there would ever come a day where he would no longer need to add models to his collection. Perhaps he would live long enough to see the day, he mused for a moment. Doubtful. Soldiers typically found their final rest on the battlefield, on one of countless planets humans wage war across, the only end befitting a warrior. So that put words where it wasn't, so that kind of was fucked up on the reading. But basically what his ritual is he creates the plastic models of every soldier that dies under his command. And that's the way he immortalizes them.
So he's like General Grievous.
No.
Because that's what General Grievous does. He basically takes trophies from his enemies that he kills and then either immortalizes them into statues from bodies.
No. These are the soldiers that he led, that he was responsible for, that died following his orders.
Ah. Even better.
Yeah. So that's how he memorializes the men that die under his command, is he makes models of them and he keeps it private so that it's his way of remembering his fallen.
That's beautiful.
Yep. So yeah.
That's the storyline for this is going to be fucking amazing.
I gotta go through and find out where it why you put all those extra words in my shit, because I did not write it that way, I promise.
What was I going to ask? What is the universe itself called?
I haven't come up with a name so far. I'm just calling the project Eldritch Wars. It's not the name I'm staying with. It's just the name that I'm slapping on it, because the name of the universe may come to me while I'm developing it or after I'm developing it. But right now I need to create key characters and create key moments and infrastructure so that I know what the universe looks like. Once I know what it looks like, then I can name it.
Gotcha.
And the
That's
idea
insane.
there was like the characters, they would all have their own models, and there would be ways for people to do memorial models too.
It's going to be great. I feel like this is going to be the greatest universe ever.
Yeah.
When it comes out.
Yeah, that'll be the big problem there, is I don't know that I'm creative enough to be able to finish it. Ugh. That's my only hang up. Which,
I mean, you could always outsource it like Miyazaki did with Elden Ring and get somebody like J.J.R. Martin to help you.
Yep, that requires money.
That is true.
Or the promise of it.
Or the promise of it. But yeah, so that is where I'm at so far with it. I've got some more obvious fleshed out details and infrastructure set up. I've got various different documents that spell out like the infrastructure, the core values, the personality types, behavior types for each of the houses. All of that. Ship
That's going to be insane.
Yep.
So wait, is the Warframe event for Nightmare of Nebulous out?
What?
The Warframe event for Nightmare of Nebulous. It's the Halloween event.
The Halloween event's going on. You just gotta turn in mother tokens.
Gotcha. Is there anything new this year, or is it all the same stuff?
I don't know, considering I've only been playing since June.
Oh.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that. I keep thinking you're a higher level, just like I keep thinking Bear's like MR30 all the time. I'm like, why is Bear level 9?
Yeah, that's 12. That's 12.
Okay, 12.
Yeah, I'm 20 now.
Oh my god.
You know.
You're catching up. Although I haven't really been playing. It's just there's not enough content in the game right now for me to even play because there's nothing to do.
Yeah, I'm waiting on weekly resets typically.
I've already done all the story. I've done every single planet, and then I'm just sitting and waiting until the next one comes out because I own every single prime.
They also have the Battle Cancer community event going on right now.
Oh yeah, I need to participate in that.
Yeah, there's on the alerts. There's 3 pink floofs that you can get.
Well, just remember, if you get a floof, you can floof your anus and have Ophelia.
Oh my god, this is gonna be too easy.
I'm guessing that's a joke that I don't know about.
Yes, that's a little inside joke.
Ah.
Sorry. It's a scare. It happened during this, ScareCrew moments on my stream.
Mm.
Sorry, I'll let that one slip out.
I'm not familiar with the references all.
That meant everything we thought we'd left behind. Mortality.
It's all good. I'm sorry.
Fear of the dark.
I'm just walking over here. We have your boy Caesar on our side, and that's all we needed.
Nothing catches you. See you soon.
What are you gonna do? Kill him during surgery?
Oh no. Unless somehow I can lead the Legion to murk everybody.
Well, you could save Caesar.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Just don't have your doctor companion work on him.
Yeah, I was just gonna do it myself. I've got my medical up high enough.
If you make the doctor do it, work on him, he'll kill him every time on purpose.
So be it. Let's see what you're made of. I'm sure you've
I've already faced Joshua Graham and did his whole entire DLC on stream.
One of my favorite YouTube videos for book readings was Five Rings of Power and the Art of War read by Joshua Graham, and it's just him reading it in his voice with the idle video playing in the background where he's like checking his 45s, spinning them, and then putting them in a new pile.
That's always my favorite. He's just the edgiest guy. I'm like, I love this guy. I'm hoping if they ever do a New Vegas too, he just shows up and you can get him as a companion.
It would depend on how far away they're gonna... If they ever did one, how far in the future timeline it would be.
I would just put it just after the Battle of Hoover Dam, the second one.
Well, then the question is how long after Hoover Dam did it take for the strip to fall? Because we've already seen that as a confirmed thing in the Amazon Prime show. There is no life on the strip.
Well, unless Caesar was to take it over and then maintain it.
Well, they already said what the canon ending was in the credits. Like, they made it very clear. It's Mr. House wins, which means NCR won the Battle of Hoover Dam, and they became the patrons of Mr. House. And then they show the Death Claws, skulls everywhere with the destroyed Securitrons and the downed NCR stuff. So the Death Claws destroyed all the life on the strip.
Oh. So technically the house always wins until Death Claws literally win.
Correct.
That is so stupid. That is such lazy writing. Death Claws literally killed a whole entire strip. Come on, Amazon. What are we doing?
They're also the ones that, decided that it was a fantastic idea to blow up Shady Sands, the capital of NCR. So...
Excavator power levels acceptable. Mining sequence restarted.
There's like an invisible wall right there.
An excavator has completed its digging cycle.
Hello, people.
Hey, Max.
What's going on?
Not much. Bear and I are streaming.
Ooh, what you streaming?
I'm doing Warframe. What do you do? You're doing Warframe as well, right, Bear?
Yep.
What you guys doing?
Thought you were doing Ghost Recon.
I haven't done Ghost Recon in like 2 months, month or two.
Gotcha.
I've been doing Assassin's Creed.
That's what I'm thinking of. Well, what are you doing in Warframe? Because all I'm doing is leveling up weapons and running syndicate missions.
Hey, what are you doing in Warframe?
I'm doing bounties for mother tokens for the event so I can buy stuff from the store that I don't need.
Sounds exactly what I was planning.
I'm gonna see if there's any games worth buying real quick.
Joseph Yodi or whatever the
Well,
fuck.
not buying. I meant not buying, but downloading for free because I have no money at the moment.
Well, okay then, Mr. Smarty Pants. All of the excavators made it through their cycles. You rock at this. Pun fully
Oh, Dad. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm just going to do a little bit of secrecy.
There's a corpus researcher close by.
Someone's here. I'm saved. Wait. You are here to help. What a relief. I was expecting to get my head bitten off at any moment. While you're here, can you help me collect some samples? Just a few, and then we're gone. I swear.
That's what it's called. Dolphin emulator. Dolphin emulator.
Dropped a sample. Beautiful. Now we just need a few more like it.
On my way home and Aliens. If you want to watch Alien 3 when you get home, we can absolutely do that. I would be down to watch some Alien 3.
Marvelous. That should be enough to keep the Entrati happy. Give them here. This is the part I hate. When I upload the data, the infested will undoubtedly come sniffing about. Do not let them interfere.
Jesus Christ! Come on. Oh, okay. So wait, is that?
Is a clean sweep. All samples uploaded. I'm going to lie down.
Well done. Full sample
I
upload
mean,
complete. This data will be invaluable.
I should have just downloaded it straight from the shop. I don't know why I didn't.
I have detected a nearby cache that may be the source of an anomaly. Kindly locate it.
Glitch says, I'm in chat laying down, got a sharp pain in my head. Yeah, I hope that definitely gets better. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water.
Oh, hey, no
And if you can safely do so, probably take some anti-inflammatory of some kind as well. That'll also help with migraines.
The growth over the cache is seemingly invulnerable. Look for any infested tumors linked to it. The infested substrate has formed tumors anchoring the cache. Blast them free.
Should be enough. Try and break open the box again.
No, 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 you cannot breach the... You cannot breach the infestation from outside its protective barrier. Very good. Now we shall see what the cache holds.
Wow, you were quick. So quick I reckon you saved more of the box contents. Wow. You got all the pieces and the big puppy too. I wonder what it's been chewing on to get like that.
According to the scan data, this is the final location. Whatever is buried here represents the most unique anomaly detected. Please proceed with... Once powered up, a purifier's influence will make nearby flora extrude sensory filaments. These are a rich source of biological data on the infestation.
I don't even know why I'm scrolling through here. I already know what I'm looking for.
Keep the motile infected at bay while the purifier does its work. operation completed and rare samples gathered. This data is excellent.
Lloyd tells me you have retrieved the samples I wanted. I am pleased. I suppose you should have a reward for your efforts.
See, only if you don't want to sleep. I'll probably last until 10:30, 11 with the movie. If you want to wait and watch it in full, two little ones watching, head running as much my hand. 10 times, 2 hours. Good to know. See, it's 10:30 to 11. We'll be home soon. I can make that work. We'll go to sleep watching scary movies. It'll be fun.
That will be fun. That sounds like a good idea.
That's more pleasant than reality.
I was going to be nice and say something different.
It's Navarus.
Why is the daughter the only one dressed up for Navarus? Why is the rest of the family not participating? Why is the son not participating?
Of death, darkness, and deviance.
Because he's antisocial.
The happiest time of the entire year.
Raj.
I've dug out all
And he's a mama's boy.
Take a look. One of them even
Fair.
tells a story.
Grandmother has to take care of Junior.
Grandmother has to take care of the entire goddamn family. They're all useless.
Pretty much. Right.
And she's the only one that's got decency to her. I mean, that's why grandmother, even when you... So, as you progress, I don't know where you're at with your reputation with them, but as you level up with reputation, each time you level up, another member of the family gets a name. Grandmother's the only one that will never get a name because of her lore. Her lore is that she gifted her name to the Warframe Dagath. That's how Dagath has a name. It's because that's actually grandmother's real name.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I don't know. That whole family is like a backwoods, craziness.
Well, they're the Oricon. They're the last of the
Right.
Oricon.
Now, just in case some of you ain't doing all this out of the kindness of your heart, ta-ta, lovelies.
Oh, Bear. In your... Whenever you're on your orbiter next. In the market, there is 2 different categories right when you open up the market on your orbiter. The first one is that you're going to want to find is called Community Event. If you have not opened that one and gone through it, I recommend buying everything that is 1 credit, because most everything is 1 credit.
Nice. I will go do that in just a second when I'm done with this mission.
Yep, and then the second category is seasonal. In seasonal, there's 2 items that are also 1 credit. So, yep. But anyways, Pixie is home. So, on that note, I am going to get out of here. I'll catch y'all later.
Good for her.
Thank you all for hanging out. I
Have
appreciate
fun.
it.
Thank you for having me, sir.
Yep.
Enjoy